Hello everyone, this time I will be doing something completely different, and it's not games at all. I mean, theoretically it can be a game, but this time I'll be doing a course about Python. So this is the shell of Python, version 3.4.4. On the shell you can do basic operations, such as math. You can create variables, for example, b equals 56. Then you can do b plus 3, and you can do b plus 3, you get 59. 56 plus 3. You can also issue simple commands, such as the print command. Like this. Sometimes this will appear. It means that the program, the order you issued before is not correct, and indeed here, b capital was not the right variable. It was small b, so that wasn't correct. You can do other more complex operations, for example 8 times 6, or even 8 power 2, or 8 squared, 64, 8 times 8. 8 divided by 2, and 8 minus 3, for example, 5. Also, just to make it clear, this course is based on this book, Invent Your Own Computer Games with Python. It's an amazing book to learn how to do Python. Literally everything that I am saying is on there, so you can also get the book maybe and follow with that. This is a file. It's a more complex version. You can write several things on several lines. In this case, we are going to make a simple program. Input means that it waits until the user issues a command, type something on the keyboard, and we will make it say, hello user. If we check that it works, so now I have saved it, so I called it hello user. So now you click run, and now run module. So here it's waiting for an input, so for example I can put G, G, H, 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 G. I can type anything I want, and then it says hello user once I hit enter. So I have elaborated this program. Now there are 5 lines of code, technically 4. The first line is a comment. You can see that it's red. The program recognizes a line as a comment when it has a hashtag at the front. The program will completely ignore any comments. It's just what the programmer puts in the program, so that the user, which is you or me, can understand what the program does. In this case, the program says hello and asks for your name. So print hello user, print what is your name. You know what that does already. I said it before. Here, my name is a variable that the program creates. My name, I put a capital in the middle because it's technically 2 different words that are put together to make one variable. But it's best to put a capital in the middle. That way the user or the programmer can recognize it as 2 different words. And then space equals space input, which means that it will put whatever you write down into the variable my name. Then print, it's nice to meet you, comma, space, and you see the apostrophe is not directly followed by a parenthesis, by a bracket, but instead it's written plus, space, my name. It means that whatever you put in my name will be displayed here, at the end of the string. We are now going to check this program, and make sure that it works, and see what it does. So, hello user, what is your name? I say Bolt, so it's nice to meet you, Bolt. Notice how the program just, even though that's not technically a name, the program recognizes it as a name. If we put something else, and I really mean something else, the program recognizes it, does not recognize it as a random string that is absolutely not a name, and still puts it at the end of the string. So now I am running another program that is called Guess the Number, and here's a demonstration. So this is just a reuse of the program from before. So, well, Bolt, I am thinking of a number between 1 and 20. Take a guess. Mathematically, it's best to take the 10. I take another guess. 13. And good job, Bolt. You guessed my number in 4 guesses. So now we're going to have a look at the program itself. So here is the program. So again, comments, we can skip the comments, it doesn't really, just to tell us what it does. So import random, this is very important. Import random makes it so that the program is able to randomly generate a variable. So here, we create a new variable called guessTaken, and we give it the value of 0. So we print, hello, what is your name? So this is what we had before in the first program. So number equals random randoms 1 to 20. It means that the new variable number that the program just created is given a random value between 1 and 20. So it says print, well, my name. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20. Again, this is just reusing the previous program. So 4 guesses taken in range 6. It means it does this program 6 times. Well, it's a loop that executes 6 times. So here, print, take a guess. Guess equals input. If guess is smaller than the number, then it means your guess is too low. If guess is bigger than the number, your guess is too high. If guess is exactly equal to number, 2 equal signs means that if two variables, when you compare two variables when they're exactly the same, never put one single equal mark, otherwise it will change the variable. Here it means break the loop. If guess equals number, we're reusing that. We print good job, my name, you guess my number in guessTaken guesses. This is smart because it counts how many tries you took to guess the number, and it displays it at the end. Here though, if guess is exclamation mark equal to number, that means if it's not equal to number, well, print, nope, the number I was thinking of was number. So this program is simple yet educational. It shows several new things, notably the loop, the breaking module, the import random, creation of several variables in the same program, and that's it. Here I'm just going to show you something. In the previous program we saw that 2 equal marks makes the program check whether 2 strings are equal to each other or not. Is 10 equal to 5 times 2? True. Is 10 equal to 11? False. Now we can set variables. No, let's do variables easy to remember. Bolt equals $889. Is Bolt equal to 899? 889. True. Well, that is technically true because in the previous statement we said that Bolt, the variable, was now set to 889. Let's do something else now. Bolt 2. No, actually, preferable not to use numbers. Bolt S. Bolt S is set to 887. Does bolt equal bolt S? False, because 889 is different from 887. Bolt minus 2, is it equal to bolt S? It is true. So this is just the demonstration of using the two equal signs. This is used in basically every program that's at least like 20 lines. I mean, the programs where interactions are used. So yeah. And now, the other thing that we looked at, exclamation mark equal. No, yes. So it checks if something is different from what comes afterwards. Is 6 different from 5? True. Is 6 different from 6? Obviously it's false. Now, let's put bolts equals 9, bolts S equals 11. Now, is bolt not equal to bolt S? True. So again, this is often used in programs that involve interactions, so it's important to know how it works as well. So you can find the ready-made programs on this website, nostark.com/ https://nostark.com/inventwithpython #diff. You click on the first link and you'll get a compressed file. They can then uncompress, extract, and you get all the ready-made files for you to use. But do not test them all at once. It's better to go with the book and see how they work. So this is the next program we'll be looking at. Dragon. Dragon Realm, as it says in the book. So here, import random. We saw in the previous program, and import time gives the program the ability to wait for a given amount of time. For example, here, time sleep, it makes a program wait for 2 seconds. It's used 3 times. Now, so print, you are in a land full of dragons. In front of you, you see 2 caves. In one cave, the dragon is friendly and will share treasure with you. The other dragon is greedy and hungry and will eat you on sight. Print like this, it just makes it skip a line. Now, cave is a string. Well, cave is different from 1, and cave is different from 2, because in the previous line, cave has been emptied. Print which cave will you go into, 1 or 2? Cave equals input, so it's either 1 or 2. Now, death, check cave. Print, you approach the cave, it waits 2 seconds. Print, it is dark and spooky, waits 2 seconds. Print, a large dragon jumps out in front of you, he opens his jaws and Print, skips the line. Wait for 2 seconds. Friendly cave equals random rounded 1 or 2. So a new variable is created, friendly cave, and it's either 1 or 2. If chosen cave is equal to the string friendly cave, then it prints, gives you its treasure because you chose the right cave, and otherwise else. It prints, gobbles you down in 1 bite. So now this loop is finished. Play again equals yes. Well, play again equals yes, or play again equals y. Before we saw that def display intro and def choose cave, def check cave. I didn't say what they did. Basically, when you say def, it means that you create a new model that is that is then defined in blue. A module is like input or print, things that are shown in purple, except that custom ones are shown in black. So here, while play again equals yes is set to yes or y or anything that is part of the program. Then we run these three modules, and do you want to play again, yes or no? Play again equals input, so it will choose depending on what we put if you want to play again or not. Now I'm going to check whether the program works or not. So run module. So you are in Overland File Dragons. This is what was shown at the start. So which cave will you go into, 1 or 2? Obviously the chances are the same whether you choose 1 or 2. So I'm just going to type 1. You approach the cave. It's dark and spooky. Notice how it waits 2 seconds each time. This is Jaws and gobbles you down in 1 bite. Well, that is disappointing. Play again. 1 again. You approach the cave. It's dark and spooky. A dragon jumps before you, opens his jaw. Okay, I'm just going to try it again until it works. Well, after 3 tries, it's success. Gives you a pressure. Do you want to play again? Yes or no? No. Well, now the program ended, so now it's just a shell again, like I showed at the start of the video, plus 8, 16, etc.